Hello everyone, welcome to another one of these review videos. You've seen the last one, you knew I was going to upload another one. This is, I'm not going to pronounce that first part, but this is the first part of the Danganronpa. Oh my god, I'm not pronouncing it. Trigger Happy Havoc, I'm going to go with that. This is the first part of, it was a three-part series for... I don't remember what the other two parts' names are, but whatever. I say it's Trigger Happy Havoc, but that's just the game name, since the anime name was the animation. Anyway. Plot! New students enroll into Hope's Peak Academy. However, when entering the school, they pass out. After waking up dazed and confused, they find out that they're trapped in a death game. There's only one way to escape this death game. Kill one of your classmates and get away with it. Will the killers get away with their murders, or will they be able to work together and escape this cursed school? Overall, interesting premise that I was not freaking expecting when I was watching this. Yeah, solid 9 out of 10 for a pretty good start. Characters. Each enrolled student at Hope's Peak Academy is an extremely talented student, or also known as an ultimate. Each student's talent and personality helps them investigate and deduce who the killers are. We also get to see how these students react and adapt to this death game. Some start thinking more strategically, while others start to go crazy from the stress of the place. Overall, the characters were a solid cast of characters, though I'll admit that some characters were a lot better than other characters. Overall backstories. While there aren't many backstories that were really told about, at least that were not told outright, we can clearly see that each character's actions are influenced by their past, whether they kill someone or they keep to themselves. Personally, we could have used some more character backstories. I definitely think that it would have fleshed out some of the characters a bit better. Because we don't really get some of these characters' information until right when they're about to die. So I'm like, yeah, this is kind of pointless. Overall, 7.5. Yeah, there are bits that are hinted for us to find, and they're kind of meh. So, 7.5. Kind of the weakest part of the story, in my opinion. Mystery. As the story starts off, the murders and mysteries are easy enough to understand about what happened and how the murderer is identified. However, as the story really goes on, the murders and mysteries get far more complicated, with some murders even meant to just straight up deceive the other survivors and just outright throw it into confusion. My only real complaint, what the hell, what is these? Why is it these? I said those. Oh my god, freaking typos. My only complaint is that, oh yeah, these. That looks weird though. My only complaint is that these high school kids are really too good at freaking murdering people and covering the freaking scene. They're not good enough to stay hidden, but still, they're freaking good at this, which shouldn't freaking be possible. It's very freaking disturbing. Still, 9 out of 10. I definitely liked how some of these murders played out and the overall complexity to them. The ending. At the end of the story, we see those who survived all the way up to this point figure out the truth about everything, why they're here, their weird gaps in memories, and even what's going on in the outside world. However, after finding out who the game master is, they have them executed and walk out into their next adventure. I say they walked out into their next adventure, but they kind of just wander to figure out what to do next. Overall, an 8 out of 10. I didn't, yeah, as I said at the end, I didn't really like all the surviving characters. I thought some of them were pretty lackluster, uh, and could have probably used some more character development again. But overall, I thought they were pretty good. An overall rating, I would highly recommend this series if you like a thriller and murder mystery type of series. While I didn't love every character, I definitely enjoyed it on watching how each of the characters adapt to what's going on, and if they grow or if they break down. It also shows us how far people are willing to go to survive. So it definitely kind of showed. I like this series, like I like the previous series that I reviewed on this channel, because they really kind of show like human instinct. So overall, I definitely really enjoyed this series. Watch it, read the manga, or play the game. Either one of these, just go for it. Overall, my ranking is an 8.4 out of 10. Uh, but this is a pretty good series that I would recommend you watch. So, I do hope you all have a good day. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Goodbye.